What's up, Kengan fans? It's another Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another chapter live reaction for Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega, chapter 282, entitled Karmic Backlash? Am I saying that right? It's like karma, like as an adjective. I assume it's karmic? Karmic? Karmic sounds better, even though that doesn't really, the letters. Anyways, point is that, alright. So let's get right underway with this one, because I didn't get spoiled, but I've already seen the first page, and just by opening the link, and I can clearly see it. Unless this is happening like after the fact or right before the punch, Gaolang still gets smacked in the face, right? Because we open this up right out of the gate. We're going right into the live reaction. But last chapter, it was stated by the narrator that Agito hit him, that he landed the first blow. Now, we assume the first blow is not a blocked blow or something that misfires or anything like that. So, let's just see what happens here. So, Kano Agito at 201 centimeters, 132 kg. And Gaolang Wong Sawat at 187 centimeters and 91 kg. So he's basically 40 less. He's 40 kilograms lighter. And a difference in weight class means a different scale of strength. Oh, there's the hit. So he does. Oh man, it looks like he takes his head clean off. Not gonna lie, it looks like he takes his head clean off. But a difference in weight class means a different in scale of strength. Technically true. The more like Julius's punch hurts more. It just does, you know, than Oma's. But let's see. And usually that is... Oh. Wait, what? And boom, he counters. Okay. Wait a minute, but it said... Did last chapter just straight up lie to us? I mean... I'm all for cliffhangers, and I'm all for building up the hype and the intensity of the fight at the end of each chapter. You know, to keep us entertained, to keep us interested, to make us look forward to next week. But at first I was like, okay, clearly they're going to show the punch again from a different angle. Here's the punch. Gaolang dodged it. So Kano Agito did not land the first blow? That's what I'm gathering here. Okay, all right. But that's just weird. That's weird to do. That's weird. Okay, and now Gaolang does, as I already said, he counters. Next page. Agito took a hit right to the face. He's bleeding, but he's reeling. But I mean, it wasn't like you know, God glow or anything like that. Agito took the hit, but he backed up. He's like, all right. So he took a punch to the face. We've seen Agito take shit ton of damage before. Like, okay, one punch. Gaolang might be the best striker in the world, but still, you know, it's gonna hurt. But one straight from Gaolang is not gonna take down an S class. Let's just be realistic here. And a double right straight. A double right straight. What, did he hit him twice? What does he mean by a double right straight? But that type of punch seemed more like karate than boxing, huh? Okay. Oh. What does it mean? It seems more like karate. How can you tell? Well, I assume someone like Jerry Tyson and someone who actually knows more about martial arts than I do would be able to recognize like the difference between, like, okay, if I punch like this, that's, you know, obviously this is a, you know, a karate punch, from the hip to the here, boom, you know. But if you put your shoulder more forward or more back, and then you doom, you know, like, and you bend your wrist slightly or something, like, I assume someone knowledgeable would notice, okay, that's more mixed martial arts, that's more karate, that's taekwondo, that's yada yada yada, right? So I'll just take their word for it. What do you make of this, Jerry? Yes, you're right on the money, Miss Sayaka. And that's what makes it all the more surprising. Let's see. It's just been one surprise after another. Kano's demonstrated a hell of a lot of growth over the past 2 matches. But Gaolang ain't no slouch neither. He's a real killer. Okay, this is... Alright, so they're just warming up. Alright. So, First blood technically goes to Gaolang, but neither one's alright, and he's just woof, 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 and Agito's like, alright, let's wipe the blood off of my bloody ass nose. Let's get going. So it's Lou and Nokita here. Most of works of fiction tend to use public combat athletes as jobbers. Yeah. God, I hate that fucking word. Alright, but that's because they're strong in real life. It shouldn't be much of a surprise that Gaolang's strong. See, I never understood that, because in other works, like I read this one, I can never pronounce the full title, it's like crazy long. You ever, like, get into like a more of a niche, or I won't say indie, but you know what I mean, like third party, not mainstream manga, and the title in Japanese is like, Kurigaka Saka wa Dezen blah blah blah, and it's like 1,000 different, you know, it's like Fujiwa, this, that, the other thing, and it literally, it doesn't translate to something long in English. Like that one time I got reincarnated as a slime, it translates to karate master and disciple. You know what I mean? It's like 3 words in English and it's like 14 words in Japanese. Anyways, there was this one manga that I read, really good. It was another fighting karate manga and stuff like that. And I always forget the name of it. I know karate's in the title. And the guy that Gaolang's based on, Sawat, is a prominent, he is the best in world. And they put him in that manga, right? Like he's based on him, obviously. But he's the same idea. He's the best Muay Thai fighter in the world, right? Basically undisputed, not saying he never lost, but he's basically the strongest. And yeah, so it is funny that works of fiction, when they say that, they tend to make them like weak. I'm like, no, they tend to make them a benchmark. You know what I mean? Like, I've never actually read most works of fiction. I've read a lot of fiction, not just manga and anime, but of course the written word. You know, other media forms like TV shows and movies, and even like Broadway shows and stuff like that. Not that they do a whole lot of like shonen battle in Broadway, but I've never experienced. I don't see that correlation. Maybe I just haven't read enough smaller deals or something like that. But very rarely do we see like a manga where Mike Tyson gets the shit kicked out of him by a level 1 dude in that manga. You know what I mean? You just don't bring Mike Tyson into that world in the first place. You know, so. I don't know what he means by this. Most works of fiction use public combat athletes as jobbers. Can I get some fucking examples? Some of something I might have heard? I'm not saying it never happens, and maybe in a comedy manga, but, you know, like, okay. The couple that I've read that actually use public figures generally elevate that public figure to be at least a gatekeeper to the very best of the best. You know, for the most part. So, I don't know. I don't know. This line is just weird. Every time we go back to Lou, and it's always like, alright, so there was that weird Fang shit last week, and now this week it's this whole, oh yeah, so if we put Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor and fucking Michael Jordan into this fucking thing, we obviously have to make them, you know, be jobbers, because like, I've never seen that. I have never read that. I can honestly, I'm racking my brain, maybe once? But I can't think of an example, so please, comment section. Give me examples of when they introduced, you know, Rocky Balboa and made him absolutely job. Give me at least 3 examples before I'm just like, yeah, this is just a weird line. Fury is Eros, and Eros is wrath. The words are just spilling out of my pen. With lines like that, no wonder you have to keep fighting, my man. Alright, so jumping back. We are jumping back to the fight. Gaolang's closing the distance. Alright, so they're both... So he rushed in first. Boom, boom, boom. And snip. Oh, it seems like he took a little bit of damage to his fist. Agito did. And here comes the elbow. Oh, so Gaolang, yes. Finally, Gaolang, don't just try to do the battle of boxing again. Straight into the Muay Thai. Use your best. We have been told, I believe, Am I making this up, or weren't we told that he's like an undefeated Muay Thai champion? He moved to boxing so he didn't have to kill people or something? Like, he's a prodigy of Muay Thai. He locks it away so he doesn't win too fast. Like, so he doesn't kill his opponents. And that's the only reason he doesn't use Muay Thai for the most part. You know, isn't that the reason? And we never see him brush it out like this early, but he's brought it out here. And he's, boom, let's go. Elbow time. And immediately stopped by the kick. Okay, so he took, it looks like a kick to the chest, to the ribs. But he was forced back with a front kick. Simply astounding, says Agito as he backs away. Gaolang Wong Sawat's essence can be called neither boxing nor Muay Thai any longer. Oh? If I had to call it something, it would be Gaolang style. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, alright, Gaolang fans. Grab your bowl, grab your spoon, and just keep eating. Pretty, baby, because yes, he's so fucking good. He's so fucking good that he literally, just by being too good at striking, it's his own goddamn style. Officially, the man is on Nico level. He made the Nico style. Gaolang is so good at punching shit that they're just like, yeah, no. This isn't boxing anymore. This isn't karate. This isn't Muay Thai. This is just Gaolang 101. This is how you punch somebody out. Let's go. Gaolang style. I love it. All-rounder striking technique. Okay, that's shit. Right out of the gate. Okay. Gaolang style comes off clean. Clean. Because we have never had that happen. We've had styles introduced, like the Nico style, but we were never watched a style officially develop and become created in the series. Officially a new style. We just witnessed the birth of a fictional new style for a character of such great pedigree. Let's go. I will admit though, Gaolang style, all-rounder striking technique is a shit fucking epithet name at the end of it, but Gaolang style hits. Gaolang style. Period. That hits. All-rounder striking technique. Come on, man. That's lazy. That's lazy. That's some guy in like 6th grade coming up with, my sword strike is called Ultimate Sword Slash. You know? No creativity behind it. My punch is called the Ultra Mega Punch. You know, like that's that level of shit. There was no creativity behind that. Do better, Sandro, on the naming scheme, but Gaolang style hits. Okay, and Yamagohan, I can't even tell anymore. Which one of them is stronger? Well, we don't know. That's why we're trying to find out, my man. And they're back to feeling each other out. Oh, he's taking a low stance. Alright, so Agito's going to try to do what Justin couldn't. He's going to try to grapple him and get him on the ground. Now, Justin might have failed at doing this. Agito ain't going to be so hard to, you know. Yeah, if Agito gets him, that's a problem. And boom, goes forward. Boom! Knee! Knee into the face! In the face! Let's go. And immediately... Woo! Woo! I mean, I already made the comparison years ago. Literal years ago. And I kept saying the whole, we are the Fang of Matsuda sort of idea. I was like, this dude is Venom. He literally has the whole... And he was doing this slippery shit. Not to this liquidization degree, but he was doing this slippery shit when he was using Formless in Ashura. So everyone calling this out, yes, is a dial up to 11, but don't pretend like this sort of whole forming around and this whole like bending the body in an unnatural way was not artistically used in Ashura. Stop wanking off Ashura and bitching at Omega at the same time, okay? They're just dialing it up a little bit more. I mean, yeah, this is crazy. This is, we are Venom. This is Eddie Brock. This is Venom. This is symbiote style shit. I don't mind it as much as the community has been minding it ever since, you know, the tournament has begun and stuff, because Formless to me, this is a good representation. It's just a nice... It's just a much more drastic visual representation to know when he's using Formless. You could argue it didn't need to happen. You could argue it's not like the vulcanization of hockey in One Piece, which had to happen. So that, it still didn't stop power scalers from being stupid. But still, it did help somewhat of an argument. When are they using hockey? When are they not? Who has it? Who doesn't? So at least this showcases us how Formless feels to the fighter and how it operates. So even though, is it a little silly? I've heard that argument before, yes. But yeah, it fits with the thing that the moment he started referring to himself as we and had sort of the split personality thing, I was like, so he's Venom. He's Eddie Brock, and he's just fitting the stereotype at this point. I don't mind it. So it's the Formless style. And but Gaolang doesn't get caught unawares. Gets the knee, seemed to take some damage, but immediately got out of it with Formless. So he's like taking the initial, it's brushing him, but he's managing to dodge with Formless. But then he takes an elbow right away. It's just like, boom! Gaolang dominating the fight here. Oh, no, and it seemed, no, now he slithers down again. Okay, that is full liquid. That is full form. That is Agito's head with just a ball of goo. Oh, and a knee. Okay. All right, yes. Is this a little crazy, a little ridiculous? Yes, but I don't care. I love it. The fight's going pretty interesting. And, Gaolang shocked, but managed to twirl out in time. He's like, shit, that was close. Because Agito lunged forward and nearly got him. This is this close. Agito looks, he swore he had him, and here comes a kick, a knee, what is it? Right to his face, and boom. Whoa! Barely dodging the kick. Okay. Whew. Alright, so I like the pacing here. I like the paneling. I know people aren't going to like the liquidization, and yeah, that one panel, there's that one panel where he is just full of gabagoo. And his head just sticking out of this gob of black goo. Fair enough. If you don't like the representation of how the Formless is being visually portrayed anymore, valid argument. I get it. Me personally, do I find it silly? Yes. Do I care enough to complain? No. So that's my stance going forward. Let's just get that under wraps and let's continue. So let's see. Yama and Kaede. This is just too scary to watch. What kind of fight even is this? Huh? Doesn't Gaolang have the upper hand? Sure, it may look like Gaolang's on the offensive. It's true, he does look like he's the one doing all the striking. Agito's the one taking the little, the momentary hits and dispersing the damage by dodging with Formless. But it seems like he's still managing, because this is not pre-initiative. He's still taking some of the hit. He just initially, the moment it makes impact, he moves. So it seems like he is taking some damage, just not very, the full impact of any of these hits. And he's within an inch of catching him. So, sure, it may look like Gaolang's on the offensive, but Kano's using the Formless style to divert all the blows. Yeah, so it's like, okay, ow. That's what's taken down. That's what's going on. One wrong move, and the damage could be massive. This is sort of the way the Dorada fight went as well. This is the same idea. He's taking on unimaginable risks just to grapple him. And then, boom. Oh! We see Formless, but it looks like Gaolang's right straight managed to connect that time, though. Because we see, the symbiote with three. So it looks like Agito tried, but couldn't quite dodge it. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Alright. Show me more. Amazing. Simply amazing. His ironclad defenses are blocking any attempts at a grapple. Oh, it seems he's just fine. But Kano doesn't look like he's taken damage. And, he notices something. You're telling me he dodged all that? I was right. Agito's still taking the hits. Look at the cut at the top of the... that was from the elbow when he took it right here. and the punch to the nose. He's bleeding from here, he's bleeding from there. He's not diverting the entire blow. He's diverting a lot of the damage, but he's still taking a portion of it. He's not completely dodging the hits. This is sort of like Master Roshi Jiren style. He's still taking some of it. He's bleeding from his face. Guess he did get hit after all. Still, doesn't the damage seem fairly light, considering how relentless that attack was? I mean, it's not light at all, considering Formless, like, it should have... I thought I diverted them all. Oh, so Agito's even like, God damn. But his right is something else. There's that beautiful... I mean, this is my left. But there's that right fist. The right fist of glory. This right fist was the one that Kano Agito once shattered. But he revived it through maddening training. Remember this. Now Kano is facing it once again, having become even more powerful than before. Call it a resurgence, or perhaps karmic backlash would be more appropriate. He was born in a village. Gaolang backstory time? I didn't know this was Record of Ragnarok. In the middle of a fight, we get a backstory, but hey, I'm here for it. Let's go. He was born in a village in extreme poverty. Since his parents passed away when he was young, there was only 2 ways he could support his brothers and sisters. He's got brothers and sisters? I feel like I knew that, but, like, from one of those, like, volume extras, but... Gaolang, so what? Kill and steal, or fight and win. So he chose to be the Muay Thai. So it was out of necessity. He did this. Okay. So Gaolang, the reason he's so good and he never lost and he's this Muay Thai dude is because he fought literally to save his brother and sister's lives every day. It was a battle. It was like the inside. It was a battle to survive. It was a battle of pure instinct. It was a battle of... Yeah. It wasn't for monetary gain other than what they needed so they wouldn't starve. You know? Like, okay. Muay Thai was a means of survival. Holy shit, that guy looks huge compared to him, and he's just a little kid at the time. He fought as much as 4 times a week, all for just a pittance of fight money. Yeah, he wasn't paid that much, but it was enough, and he had to keep winning. Look at young Gaolang, totally ripped, probably got muscle atrophy from that shit from having to train as a young kid. He defeated everyone who stood in his way. He had to keep winning if he wanted to keep living. The reason to fight. Let's go. And we're back. Okay, I just want to say that having that couple panels of backstory, yeah, 2 thumbs up. Let's go. Okay, so now we know why Gaolang is so focused. He has his pride as a champion. He has his pride as a lot of things, as a fighter and as a specialist and all these things. But he was born and raised similar to the Gyu ritual and stuff like that. He had to fight and win. Winning, losing meant death. Losing meant dying. So that's why he's got such strong conviction. As strong as someone like Agito would have had. Fight to live or lose and die. There was no third option. So let's go. Okay, I like the conviction. I would have died as just another nameless warrior if he hadn't saved me. We know who that is, of course. Rama the 13th, of course, saved him. Rama the 13th came down and the king saved him. That's why he's loyal to his king. Fair enough. Okay, we don't even need to say that. What the fuck face is that? I don't... Agito, you have never looked worse. You have never looked worse. What the fuck was Daro thinking with that? All the ripples on the... Like, okay. God glow? I mean, okay. Is it impressive? art, yeah, especially the God Glow, the shading. I love the shading and the sketchy look of the God Glow. The heavy shine and shading looks really nice. It's probably one of the best panels. And it seems like God Glow hit Agito right in the face. But that face leading up to it, it's almost like the whole boom, and it's just like it's comes out of nowhere, and it's just, I mean, I guess that's the point, but okay, that was a little jarring because of the weird face. I think that's what's throwing me off. But okay, so a God Glow goes off this early in the fight. God Glow time. All right, let a God Glow hit. I'm here for it. Let's see the damage. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe we have a match. He got his arm up in time, and he shattered his fucking wrist, though. That wrist is done. No way Agito can use that arm anymore. Don't give me that bullshit. The God Glow just took it straight to the wrist. That wrist is shattered. But Agito now has the momentum. That's a sweet panel. That's a sweet page. Okay, so he dodged him. Now he blocked the God Glow. Gaolang is shot. He sacrificed his left arm? Impossible. I mean, yeah, so Gaolang's like, wait, what? Like, so the God Glow, and even Gaolang saying what I'm saying, that arm is useless. Taking the God Glow to your arm to block it is not, to the joint, to the wrist, like he did. No way. You know, he still took a hit to the face and to that, but it saved him. And here comes Dragon Shot. And unlike people who were bitching the chapter about the twin Dragon Shot and stuff like that, this Dragon Shot literally is from complete close combat. He's right there. He's right there at close quarters. And now he blocked it. The arm's there. And now it's time for the quick boom. Dragon Shot, just like it's always been, that upper Dragon Shot, the 1-inch punch, as it is. Just, he's able to go a little further than 1 inch. That's all it is, right? And okay, that's the end of the chapter, and it looks like Gaolang took the full Dragon Shot to his chest unblocked. That is gonna put Gaolang down. It's not gonna, no, this is not the end of the fight. I don't expect this to be the end of the fight. The God Glow was blocked, but it did a heavy amount of damage. As Gaolang even pointed out, like I said, that arm ain't doing shit. But Gaolang ended up on the worst state of affairs, doing the minor damage, killing his arm, but he just took a Dragon Shot, full blown, right here. Now, last time I checked, Arashiyama Jirota somehow survived that shit by breaking all of his ribs, and somehow he still won the fight. But Gaolang, I believe, is a little less durable than Jirota, so... Ooh, 280... Alright, I'll admit, 282 kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good chapter. That was a pretty solid chapter. I don't think the fight's over. Far from it. I think we got at least 2-3 more chapters of a fight till we see a winner here. If Sandro knows what he's doing. But so far, the first two, even though I thought it was too quick to jump into the fight, first part of the fight was pretty good. This chapter of the fight is pretty fucking good. So, yeah. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. Once again, these reactions obviously are longer than reviews. They're about 25 minutes to half an hour, while the reviews tend to take 10, between 10, 15, even sometimes 20 minutes, but always shorter, it seems, than a reaction. But, I mean, some things you need to react to. You need to, whoa, I wonder what's happening. And then you got 5 minutes of thoughts for one page. So, it is what it is, but I hope you guys still are enjoying the reactions, because since I'm not doing reviews, all reactions, like I promised, for the real tournament, we have been reacting the whole time, and this is no exception. But I like Chapter 282. What do you guys think? See you back here next Wednesday. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time, everybody. Have a good one. Sayonara.